What's going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back, everybody. I'm that wood guy, and what a surprise. I'm looking even more like a clown dressed out here. It's cold out, so I'm taking advantage of it because the ground is stiff. It's been a battle between 60, 50 degrees, whatever temperature Mother Nature wants it to be in upstate New York. But job at task has been the same thing as always, cutting more of these dead ash, taking advantage of what Mother Nature has been giving us. And behind me, you can see it's just the woods full of it. And I have a lot more to keep cutting, my friends. So I wanted to share some more of me out here chopping them down. I got the Gator out here, and I have a different saw. You guys are going to be real surprised. The Husqvarna 592. Picked it back up in October. It's been on the saw wall, so we're gonna see, and we're gonna use it out here today and see if it's a real logging saw or if maybe not just a wall queen. But I've had it on the saw wall since October, and I've been dying to get it out here and really use that saw for what it's made for. So let's see what exactly it can do and drop some more of these big ash. The vines out here are relentless. Take a little time and clear this all up. I brought my little 170 to kind of do the job for cleaning the bottoms of these trees. I hope they don't get in a fight. It's a steel and a husky next to each other. Oh man. Pretty good tree. I just loosened some of this stuff out front just to make it a little less intrusive, but to be honest with you, it's just gonna mat it all down. I do have somewhat of an old ash log laying in there. I'll have to cut into that and see if there's anything good. I've hit hard. So not a bad log for the first victim for the 592. The saw did really good. It's going to take a little getting used to. Heavy hinge on the left. I kind of wanted to steer away. You guys can see through the two trees here. Got a hunting blind. And I just didn't want to chance anything swinging over that way, so kept her pulling to the left. Did just perfect. Got ourselves a hammer here. They look so much smaller on video. No, wood guy, they're really just tiny trees. That's all. You're just making it up. Now, let me back up here. My plan is, because this tree has heavy lean out to the field. It's a little hard to see on camera. A little hard to see on camera here, guys, but she's got a good lean right out into the field. So I want to do a shallow notch in the front. I'm also going to start on my right side because I have more obstacles to my right. I could cut these trees out of my way, but I have too much stuff holding them up top. So I'm going to start up on the right, come around, and finish on the left to drop the tree. And I'm cutting this in a heavy lean fashion. And if you don't know what I'm talking about by a heavy lean fashion, it's not a typical notch and then just a back cut. First of all, I never do just a back cut. But it's not just a typical notch and then me boring through the center and then coming around from the middle on both sides. This approach, I want to do a shallow notch, and I almost want to come in parallel in a sense on both sides, hollow out the middle as best as I can, is finish on the back side because I have a heavy lean to the front. And I want to get the most wood removed out in the middle and the front and remove it into the back to minimize barber chairing and any sort of tear out. So if any of that made sense or didn't make sense, just try to watch and know what I'm trying to explain. And know that I don't have a single clue in what I'm doing. I want to explain something really quick here, my friends. You guys seen me make my notch. I came in parallel board from the side. This wedge here is completely doing nothing as far as steering the tree for me. That's not what this wedge is for. This is a pinch prevent wedge, if that's what you want to call it. Because as I'm hollowing out this side, you gotta remember, I came in parallel, my friends. I still got a big fat 3-inch wide hinge in the front. There's still wood in front of this the front of this wedge. I have this all bored out from the wedge back, all hollow, 25 inches deep with my saw. Now, if this tree started to lean back towards me a little bit and sit, that's where your saw is going to start to get pinched, especially as I start coming around. You remember me explaining to you I had a heavy leaner here, so that's really, really possible for this tree to start to set, and then your bar starts to get pinched. So that right there will help you. I can finish boring a little more around this tree on my side that I do not want to finish on because of all these obstructions over here. Yeah, back behind that wedge Oh, she's a hammer. She's a biggin. That is a beauty. Let's buck that off and see what we can get. So frustrating having to deal with the weather out here. Can already feel the surface getting all soft. I mean, I'm out in the edge of a farmer's field. What do I expect? And they're gonna obviously redisc this, plow it, all that jazz. So they're not concerned about really too much damage here. But you know, me as a logger, I try to, well, not a logger, I should say. I'm not a logger, a fake logger wannabe. Try to be respectful of people's land, and I don't want to make a mess. I could come out here with the track machine, which really does minimal ground damage, but I don't even want to make any mess at all with that, and I can already feel it getting really squishy on the top. It just always seems to be a never-ending battle. I'm sure you guys who do this know exactly what I'm talking about. These ash just explode when they hit the ground. It's just like glass. It's the hardest thing ever is having to back away because of the weather. And even terrain, like I said, I'm even making little marks here with the gator, and this thing doesn't even weigh a feather. But I don't, again, it's just more work for me to have to, you know, come back and fix the mess I'd make. Have to clean the machine off because it's just so caked with mud. It just makes things that much more of, you know, work on top of the work. So I think we'll abandon this for now. The sun is just not working to my advantage today. It feels nice. I don't know if you guys can really see, but there just isn't a square inch of this field without a deer track. It's so funny. Oh, I stuck the Husqvarna. Trying to cut off that old ash that was laying on the ground already. I got her wedged. There we go. Got her. Landing's filling up quite nice. Got some nice 12-footers. Beautiful pile of the firewood. Got some 6-footers in there. 10-footers. All my 8s. Nice stuff. It's cut pretty decent. Not too bad. But that field out there is just really biting me because of the sun out here now. It's starting to warm up. It was 22 degrees this morning, and it's probably, I don't know, mid-30s now. Almost 40 degrees. And again, it's just turning into a mess, so... Oh, and this job is just right across the road from my property. All the ash that I harvested. There's still more. And which is all right down the road from my woodlot. So, really close to home, which is nice. You don't get that too often.